Please mute your mic. Who is this? Renuka. Please mute your mic, come on. Yeah. Let me give you a complete analysis. First, look at the point. Primarily, I have a client named ICICI. Primarily, I have a client called ICICI. This is a guy, this is a company who want to use Salesforce to build their applications on the cloud. This organization required, the ICICI Bank required some CRM application, and also they want to build their own application for internal purpose. Now, ICICI is a customer, ICICI is the client, ICICI is the client who want to use, who is looking for some cloud-based CRM application and also platform where they can build their internal application. Now, again I repeat, ICICI is a client. ICICI is a client who is looking for some CRM applications, and also they are looking for a platform where they can build some cloud-based application of their own choice. Then they approached Salesforce organization. When they approached Salesforce organization, they asked, what is the business model you are looking? You are looking for a CRM. Now tell me the business model what you have. Based on that, I will suggest you which cloud is more suitable to you. Based on that, I will suggest you which is suitable to you. Then I told, boss, I will be selling my credit cards. I will be selling my loans. I will get some leads. I'll promote using a email. I'll promote with the ads. I'll promote with the different social media. Whatever the leads I'm getting that are assigned to the corresponding branches, the managers or executives of the branches will communicate with the customer, collect the documents, verify the documents, and see whether they are eligible for the loan or not, and they update the status. So I told, boss, you are doing a sales process. Now at the end of the game, you are trying to sell your product. So probably you may require a sales application. Then they also told, once a loan is sanctioned to the customer, if customer has any service request, you want to pre-close the loan, or you want to modify the date of EMI payment. Now the payment is made on 5th. Now the payment is made on 5th. He told, let us shift the payment to the 1st of the month. So after the loan is sanctioned, now customer want to make some request, maybe transferring of loan from one bank to another bank, pre-closure, or you want to apply some auto payment option, or you want to give some checks, or you want to change the address. So some request. Now, then I told, boss, along with the sales, you are also providing a service operation, post-sale support. So only one cloud application will not be suitable to you. You require a sales cloud and a service cloud. So once you tell me what you are looking for, once you tell me your business model, what type of operation you want to handle, according to that, I can suggest you which cloud will be more suitable to you. Then I asked, boss, if you only want to take a request from the customer, process it, service cloud only will do. But if you want to integrate with a phone, you have a customer care with a CTI integration, telephone integration, software integration, then you require a full-fledged service cloud. No, you don't want to have a CTI integration. When you make a call to the customer care, they say your call is recorded for quality and training purpose. So they have integration with the CTI. Now when you make a call to other customer case, it comes directly. Now there is no soft phone for that. Right? Now depends upon to what extent you want to provide a service. Then I asked, to what extent? Okay, boss, according to what I understood, basic service cloud is sufficient for you. Okay, so I will provide a sales cloud, which will also have basic service cloud. Now, if you tell me what is your business model, what you are trying to do with that application, I can suggest you which cloud is more suitable to you. Then I told, sales cloud is sufficient. Now, in the sales cloud, there are so many options available. In the sales cloud, there are so many options are available. Now, according to your business, do you want to use exactly what I am giving, or you have a lot of customization to be done using a program? According to that, I will decide which edition is suitable to you. Boss, whatever the application I have, this is the application. Now, this is your business model. If you look at this, around 30% of the business is not matching. So, I want you to build that 30% of the business. Now, that business is not possible with your, everything is not possible with the declarative, then you also need to go for programmatical. Then I told, better you go with enterprise edition. So if you want any customization to be done using a program, you can also do it. So which cloud I should give you, which edition is more suitable to you, this I have to analyze. Then I suggested the ICICI Bank, boss, better you take Sales Cloud with enterprise edition. Better you take Sales Cloud with enterprise edition. Okay. Now I asked, how many employees are going to work on this? How many employees are going to work on this? They told, boss, I have 100 employees working as a managers. I have 2,000 employees working as a clerks. I have 5,000 employees working as executives. Now, depends upon what your managers will do. I told my managers will be working on a CRM or the internal application. What your executives will do, they only work on internal application. Right. Now, I also have some agents who will bring the loan applications to me. Now, I also have agents who will make a background verification. I also have agents who will go for collecting the pending loans. Now, all these are what? Third-party people. So, like that, I need to analyze your business. Then I will tell which license is suitable to you, which should I go for a community or sales cloud or all this. So, in a single picture, I cannot give whether you have to take this license or this environment or this edition. It's the overall analysis of your business requirement. Now, you want to take a Salesforce, what exactly you are looking for? Who are the category of people who are going to work? Now, in these categories, who is going to work on CRM? Who is going to work on Force.com? Who is going to work on community? Who is going to work on charter? How many will be there? After analyzing all this, I can tell you how many licenses you can purchase. Right? Now, this is the very high-end level before you purchase a product. Right? So, finally, from Salesforce, it has purchased. So, what it has purchased? It has purchased Salesforce production. The moment you purchase a production, Salesforce people have given you. Now, Salesforce people have given you platform. Previously, we used to call Force.com. Now we are calling as what? Lightning platform. Previously, we used to call Force.com. Now we are calling as Lightning platform because Lightning is also included. Salesforce started calling it as a Lightning platform. So previously, we are calling it as a Force.com platform. Now we are calling it as a Lightning platform. Okay. In the Lightning platform, Lightning application, classic application, both can be done. Right, Amma? Okay. Now, I have purchased it. Now, from now, we say what is given? Salesforce has. Right. Now, Salesforce has given you some production. So, what is that? This is the platform. You name it as a Force.com or Lightning. It's a platform provided by the Salesforce. It is a platform provided by the Salesforce. Now, on the top of this platform, what they give? Sales Cloud with the Enterprise. Sales Cloud with the Enterprise edition. Sales Cloud application they are giving. So, what are the limitations you have? Enterprise. This is an enterprise application. Right. This what? This is called platform. The moment you purchase enterprise edition, how many sandboxes you will get? 25 developer sandboxes you are going to get as a free. One partial copy sandbox you will get as a free. Apart from this 25 plus 1, Any extra sandboxes you want, what should you do? You pay extra money, they'll give you extra sandbox. 25 developer sandboxes are coming as free. 25 developer sandboxes are coming as free. Apart from this, if you want any extra sandbox, you can purchase. Okay. Now, initially, I asked, how many people are going to work? Your domain expert will be there. Your domain expert of that, okay, application. He told you, initially we may have 1,000 employees who will be working. Now I assumed it may grow or it may reduce. Now my domain expert assumed it because we have to start with some assumption. Now I cannot give you exact figure how many people are going to work on it. You are at the beginning of the application. Now we assumed probably there may be initially 10 employees working on this. I told boss, it takes some time for me to analyze how many people are going to work. First, let me build the application. Once I make my application ready, then I will tell you how many licenses I require. So initially give me 10 Salesforce licenses. They initially purchased only 10. Later on, if they want, they can increase. Application is same. Purchase extra license, extra logins will come. Okay. Then I asked, who is your primary point of contact? Okay. Now you are purchasing 10 license, but one of the users should be made as primary. 10 people can log in because you told 10 license, 10 people can log in. 10 people can log in. But you tell me name of one person first. Remaining 9 you can create later. You tell me name of any one person first so that I will create a username password on his name. He can log in and manage the rest of the people. Then I told Satish is the primary contact. So the Salesforce has created the Satish as and I told admin. Right. So now what Salesforce has given? They gave a production environment with a sales cloud with enterprise. Sales cloud with enterprise edition with a 10 Salesforce license. I paid the money. What is the price? It is an enterprise edition, $150 per user per month. Billing will be done annually. But the price is what? $150 per user per, okay, $150 per license per month. Okay. Now, once you are done with this, then this admin has logged in. He analyzed what functionalities are there. What is your business? What is missing? Where I should customize? First, I have to understand the existing CRM, what Salesforce is providing, what I need. According to that, what changes are need to be made, what customizations has to be made, I will analyze. So he found almost 30% of the application requirements are not meeting. Whatever the Salesforce has developed, whatever my application business requirements are there, only 70% is mapping up, 30% of them are not mapping. Then what this ICICI Bank has done, they approached IBM. Now they can approach IBM or Salesforce company or any company who can do the work at a cheaper price. I requested a quotes from the companies. I requested a quotation from the company. IBM, Salesforce and TCS participated. Now I got a bidding. IBM has bidded for the less. So I am giving this contract to the IBM. Now from Salesforce I purchased. If you want a development also to be done by the Salesforce, your modifications, 30% of the modifications what you want, if you want the Salesforce company to do it, you can give a contract to them. But the billing will be higher. Now at the end of the game, what do? Whoever can bid me less, I will go with him. Now I have given an open auction. The IBM has bidded, called for an open auction. IBM has bidded for lesser price. I gave this contract to IBM. Now, where you people are working? Now, people who are freshers. Right. I'm giving a detailed explanation for you only. Now, a group of, IBM told I have a group of developers and testers on Salesforce who can build your application. They told I have a group of employees who can build your application. Now, IBM has shown some Salesforce developers and senior developers or consultants as a manpower. They told, I am looking for this project. So we gave a contract to this IBM. Now, what this administrator will do? If you want IBM people to work on this, first I should give whatever the production is there, I have given. I created a couple of sandboxes. Now I told that 10 developers who are going to work on this. Then I developed 10 different sandboxes. Please mute your mic. Kumar Swami, mute your mic. Now I created these sandboxes. Admin has created these sandboxes from this. Now out of these sandboxes, created the sandbox, gave to IBM. Now where you are working with IBM. Now I asked, admin has asked, tell me the names of your employees. I will create a username password. So they have created username, password, and administrator. They gave to IBM. Now the employees of IBM, like we are logging into sandbox, making the necessary changes, making the new developments. Then I am giving deployment. Then we are making a deployment. This is the basic story about the environments. Right? Still any queries? I'll extend the licenses next topic. But environments, if that was clear? Am I clear with that? Still any more queries on this? I hope environments are clear. Right?
Hi.
Yes.
Can I?
Yep.
Yeah. You're telling about this IBM, right? So, can you explain why you have created all these different sandboxes?
See.
And you are just, yeah, tell me. Sir.
Yeah. Now the point is, I am an ICICI bank. Now I am an ICICI bank. Who will develop my application? Who need modification? Now I don't have a developers. ICICI is a client, boss. Right. Excited to discuss. Now look at the point. I am an ICICI bank. I have no developers with me. Now there are two choices. Either ICICI bank has to hire Salesforce developers. Okay, they have to maintain a team to modify their application, or give the contract to some third-party company. She has a question: why you are giving the sandboxes to IBM? Now I am an ICICI bank. Now I want the application to be modified. Who can modify this? Salesforce developers can modify it. There are two options with the ICICI bank. Either you hire the team, maintain one team at ICICI bank. You recruit the Salesforce developers. Okay, recruit the project manager. You maintain one team at ICICI bank and pay the salaries. Get your modification done. Right now, I feel, boss, I don't want to maintain this separate wing for development. I don't want to pay large amount of money. Whenever I get an issue, then only I will take a support. So I went to IBM and told, I have this requirement, implement it, I'll pay you this much. That's how I gave this contract to IBM. Okay.
So then what the IBM guys will use the tool for creating these sandboxes?
No,
do they use?
See, on the production, admin will be there who will create this sandbox and give to IBM.
Okay.
IBM people will not create sandboxes. Administrator on the production will create it. Now, from IBM they told, let us say, the appointed one on-site coordinator. Now, whatever the requirement they have, this convey to the on-site coordinator. The on-site coordinator will communicate with admin people and will create the sandboxes. Right? Got it, Amma?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Right. So, I hope I'm good with this. The people who are new to this IT, am I good with this? Clear? Right. If I see it's a bank in India only, on-site is also India. Right.
Satish, here I have a question. Like
Yeah, go
here,
ahead.
once the admin has created this sandboxes, right?
Yes.
So IBM developers start using for the development activities.
Exactly.
So to integrate that one, they need the developer pro, right? So from this sandbox, again, developers and
I'll
pro
discuss it.
will be created.
No.
Ah,
See, the process how it happens. Now, whether you really require the migration from developer to developer pro or not, okay, that depends upon the level of the modifications. Okay, depends upon the size of the modifications. Depends upon the size of the modifications. Can you call the office boy first? Office boy will be outside. It's not audible to you. Right. Now, right, this is good with this, right? Now, number of people are working. How they manage the sandbox? Neutral point. Neutral point. Right. So, just give me 1 minute, boss. Let me fix the speaker. Now, let us go to the next one. Let us go to the next one. Now, what we are trying to do here is, this is created. How the developer sandboxes are maintained by IBM, that is a different story again. Now, will they follow developer to developer pro? How many people will log in? This is a second story. But I hope this is clear for everyone. How the environments are distributed is clear. Now, how the IBM will maintain the sandboxes, how they transfer the data, how they migrate from one sandbox to another sandbox. This is the second part of the story. We'll discuss separately. But this basic picture is clear. So, what ICICI Bank is doing, who will purchase? ICICI will purchase environment from the environment from the Salesforce with a certain number of licenses. Now, who will be working on this? Now, once it is done, these people developed, deployed the application. Now, I got exactly what I was looking for. Now, the entire application was fixed. Now, whatever the application I am feeling, okay, I want to use, exact application was built by these people. Now, I want to use it. When the application is ready, what did I do? Again, ICICI people approached Salesforce and told, now my application is ready. Whatever the application I want, the complete application is customized as per my requirement. Initially, when I took the application from Salesforce, it was not according to my requirement. Only 70% was meeting, 30% was not meeting. Then I asked these IBM people to develop. They modified the application, they deployed it. Now, I was getting whatever the application I want at this level. As per today's requirement, whatever the application I want. Now, then on the top of it, we had Sales Cloud with Enterprise Edition. Right. Now, what happened? Now, how many licenses we have? I have 10 licenses. Now, I want my employees to start working on this. Then I analyzed on this application, there are 1,000 people who are going to work. Then we analyzed how many people are going to log into this. Then we assumed that almost 1,000 people are going to work on this. In this, I told, they asked the developers also to build some internal application called HRM application. Now, this was developed by IBM people according to my requirement. Out of these 1,000 people, I told HR team should work on only HRM application. Then how many HRs will be there? I told there are 40 HR team. These people should work only on HR team. Then I told my managers will be there around 100. Then I told these people are supposed to work on Sales Cloud as well as HR. Then I told my clerks are there, they will also work on then I told my agents, I told some background verification team. Background team, I gave first advantage. Right. Charter, I gave to JP Morgan. Now, so background team probably 100 people will be working on this. Chartered accounts probably 100 people will be working on this. Then I told some third party corporate. This is what I analyzed. Now initially we analyzed how many people may be working on this. I got rough structure. Okay, initially I thought probably 40 HRs will be working. They are supposed to work on HRM application. Managers will be around 100. They'll be working on Sales Cloud and HRM. Clerks will be around 200. They'll be working. This is my initial analysis. From ICICI Bank, somebody will analyze how many people are going to be there on this application. Then they told, as per this, if these people want to use only, if the people want to use only HRM, give them platform license. Now, if these people are working on Sales Cloud and this thing, Salesforce license, then these are all my employees outside my company. I gave a contract to this. So I will go with community. Then I told my ICICI people approached the Salesforce and told, boss, give me 50 platform licenses. Give me 300 Salesforce licenses. Give me 400 community licenses. Now they analyzed how many people will be working and what they will be working. My application was ready. Then I will analyze how many people are going to work. Now whose duty is this? It is the duty of ICICI. It is not my duty. It is not the duty of developer and tester. It is the duty of your business analyst or your domain expert to analyze how many people are going to work. The product owner is going to analyze it. Then they told, I require this money. So purchase these many licenses from the Salesforce. Right. All these people are what? Not developers and testers. They are the employees of ICICI Bank who are going to work on this application. So I have purchased these many licenses and I am creating with one license, one employee. I created, they'll be logging in, they start working on this. I hope you are good. Clear? Right. Now if you don't want, you can decrease it. If you don't want, you can decrease it. If you 1 minute. If you don't want, you can decrease it. If you want, you can increase it. Like it's a license, you're paying a rent for it. If you don't, okay, next time, if you feel that you have taken extra licenses, next time you can reduce it. Now, at any point of time, in a fraction of seconds, we can increase the license. Just additional money, extra license will come. It's a fraction of seconds. Right? Yes. Any other query at this point?
Sir, I have a small question. So, we have only 10 licenses we purchased as of now, right? So, on each license, there is like 1,000 people can work on each license.
No, you need to listen to my conversation. 10 license means only 10 people can come. Initially, I purchased 10. Hold for a minute. Initially, I purchased only 10 licenses. Later, once my application is ready, Then I analyzed how many people are going to work. Then it came as 1,000 people, around 1,000 people are going to work. So now I purchased 1,000 licenses. Now on the day one itself, I cannot estimate how many, because first my application should be ready. Now the application, it may take 2 months or 6 months or 1 year to customize it. Depends upon the level of customization. When you purchase it, already you may be using a existing CRM. Let us say I'm already using a Java application. Now I migrated to cloud. Now on the day one onwards, I will not start using the Salesforce. Now both will run parallelly. Maybe for a year or so and so. So I keep on increasing the licenses as the application is getting perfect as per the requirement. So initially to start up, I have taken 10. When everything is okay, I am increasing my licenses. Right, Amma? And a platform license means only you'll be getting access to force.com or writing platform, no CRM. You will not get any CRM access, only platform. You can build new applications. Whatever the application that your company has developed, only those you can see. You will not be able to see application developed by Salesforce. Now Salesforce license means what? Applications developed by Salesforce and application developed by your organization. Both will be visible to you when you go for Salesforce. Platform means you will be able to see only applications developed by your organization, not by the Salesforce. Platform license people, they will not be able to see CRM applications developed by Salesforce. Are you getting my point? Clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Now again, next, two category of employees will be there. One is internal user, another is external user. Now what is this internal and external? Now I am saying community, right? What is this community? I hope till here everybody has clear picture. Still anybody has any query on that? I hope I am good with this. Clear? Okay. Now,
Sir, I have one doubt.
yeah.
So the developers do not need any license to work. They'll just work on the sandbox
Now
created by the
we didn't
admin.
come to that area. We didn't discuss that area.
Okay.
Now,
if you want to add the service cloud in between, we can add, right?
yes. See, now the point is, if you are ready to pay extra money, no vendor will vendor will stop you, right? Now, right? Now if you want service cloud, you are paying extra money. The service cloud will be coming on the top. The service cloud will be. Now you can go on with add-ons. Initially we started with this. Now as you start understanding the application requirements, you may also purchase extra tools, extra modules, extra clouds also. That we can do it. It's not an issue. Right, boss? Okay. Now let us get into the second point of the story. I hope environment license story. Is that was clear? Right. Who are going to have license? Employees who are working on production. Who are those employees who are going to work? Not it's the employees of client, not the employees of developing organization. Employees of the client. So they are called end users. When you go to the bank, who is the end user? On the production, always the end users will be the clients of the employees of the client. When you take ICICI, who is the end user? The bank who will be using this? Clerks, managers, internal team. Right. Now, I told this ICICI, let's say, now I gave ICICI. These ICICI people hired some chartered accounts group. They told, in Hyderabad, ABC company, you take care about the accounts verification. I am applying for a industrial loan. When I am applying for an industrial loan, some chartered team has to verify you. Chartered team has to verify you what is your what is the turnover of your company on last 3 years or 4 years, or I am applying for a housing loan. Now bank people will not give this accounting service. The service of your ID returns. Who will check your ID returns and everything? This is a third party company. They hire third party company to go through your ID returns and your transactions. They should not understand how much revenue you are getting. So the third party companies will be there. Let's say chartered companies, chartered groups, chartered account groups. Now what happened? I have hired so many companies from so many places. Hyderabad, this company. Bangalore, this company. Because my services may or may not be available in every state. So I have hired number of chartered account companies to verify my customers' Okay, IT returns and other documents, other accounting documents to identify whether it's really eligible for this loan. Okay, so this is a accounting. So what happened? Who will be logging in now? Now I give a contract. So many third-party companies are there. Now what happened? So I gave contact to ABC. These are the companies. Now what happened? Now these are the companies. Now who will be doing this? Some employees will be there from this company who will log in and verify it, right? Now these are the companies with which I am associated to check. So from this company, some employees are there. Let us say Sham, Ram. Those are the employees of the chartered account companies. Now they also should log in to submit their data. Now I told, okay, Sham, you verify Satish ID returns, verify the company of the Satish, whether company is genuine or not, ID returns are genuine or not, and ID returns what is fine, check the mode of business what Satish is doing, update the data. Now, how would I notify the Sham? There should be common medium for both of us, right? Sham will verify, submit his report on the portal. Now, what is that? It is called community. Now, is he employee of my company? Sham is not my employee. Sham is an employee of ABC company. Right? So, who are these people? They are called your partners. Your distributors are partners. Now, ICICI Bank decided they want to give online accounting, online access for the customers. They told, now they want to give online access for the corporate. The corporate organizations who are doing a salary payments for the large amount of salaries, for those people, VIP corporate community I created. Now those people can straight away log in, raise their complaint, do whatever the service they want. Now, are they employees? Now what is that? They are associated with some Reddy Labs, some Wipro, some companies. Now what was this? These are the people who are doing their salary payments from the ICICI Bank. Right. Now what happened? The employees of okay, Wipro will log in, HRs of employee, okay, finance team of Wipro will log in, transfer the salaries. Now who is that? He is not employee of, he is not the employee of ICICI, employee of Wipro. But I want that guy to log in and make a transaction. I want that guy to log in, make a payment. Who are these? They are the customers associated with me. So if you want a customers or a partners to log in, I will not give access on application. I will give access on only portal. Okay, for those portal users, what license we are going to give? Community license. It is a cheaper license because they need to see their data. Only their data should be visible. They have to raise a case or complaint. That's all. What they can do? They will log in, see their data. If they want, they can raise a complaint or a request. So I don't need high-end license. So for these people, I am going to give cheaper license. So who are going to work? Employees. They are called internal users. Who are the customers? External users. Right? So on your organization. So the moment you say online banking, you're not end user for application. You're end user for portal. When you open Amazon.com, you're not an end user for application. You're end user for the site or a portal. So customer is always an end user on community, portal, or a website. He is not an end user on application. Customer is never an end user on enterprise application. Customer is never an end user on enterprise application. Customer is never an end user on enterprise application. Customer is always an end user on portal, self-service portals, communities, or a website. Now, how we are using online banking? From web portal we are using it. Amazon, portal we are using. Redbus portal. Now what we are accessing from website is a end user. Customer is using it. Now it is not an application. The application is running at the back end. Facebook you are using. Now you are not accessing a Facebook application. Facebook portal you are using. Facebook portal you are using. Now whatever the messages you type and everything is stored in the application, employees of Facebook will be working on that. So never a customer is end user on enterprise application. He is going to be end user on portal. The enterprise application will have mobile access, portal, okay, site, communities. So you are end user on that. The moment I say end user, it's only employee of that company, not the customer. When I speak about communities, on the community, end user is customer. I hope you got my point. So here always end user is what? End user is employee of the client. Customer is end user only on portals, communities, sites. They are not applications. They are self-service medium. Self-service access provided on enterprise. What is the purpose of site? Self-service. Portal, self-service. Community, self-service. You want the customers, partners to log in, make a self-service, you create these mediums. Right? I hope you are good with that. So basically, any employee who is working on the application, you will have Salesforce license or Salesforce platform license. Rest all the licenses are for communities and other things. So if you are an employee of ICICI working on the application, what will be your license? Salesforce license or Salesforce platform license. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Salesforce license will give you your CRM plus platform, force.com. Salesforce platform will give you only platform, no built-in CRM applications. Now in both the case, I can use existing application or I can build my own applications. I hope you are good with this structure. Clear for everyone? Clear for everyone? Clear? Okay. Now let us come to what is our end, the sandbox end. I hope everybody got a clarity what we had. Clear? Clear for everyone? Okay. It's too early to discuss all these points. People have asked so many questions, so I was forced to explain. Now, basically this you understand better when you complete all the topics and you start using them like a application. Now, look at that structure. So what was your this is your production, right? Now how many licenses I purchased? Let us say 10 licenses I purchased. Now one of the user is administrator. This administrator created sandboxes. Created some sandboxes. Created a sandboxes. Try to get this point. These are the sandboxes created from. Now these sandboxes are given to. Now a developer called Shami is working. Ram. These are the developer. All these 4 sandboxes are developer sandboxes. On a developer sandbox, on every developer sandbox, how many people will log in? Generally, one developer sandbox, one person. Multiple people can log in, but you are logging with the same username. Okay, generally one developer will have one developer sandbox. So how many people can log in? Only one person. Now this is a developer pro. Developer Pro. When I say Developer Pro, here I told multiple people can log in. Multiple users I can create. Now, how many licenses you purchased here? 10. So, I can create 10 users on I can create 10 users on developer. So on this developer pro, how many people, how many usernames I can create? 10 different login users I can create. 10 developer pro are there. 10, okay, I purchased 10 licenses. So how many different users I can create on developer pro? 10 different users. They don't need a license. How many licenses you have depends upon that. Those many I can create here. You did not purchase a license for this. Already how many licenses your company has purchased? As per that, those many different users we can create on every sandbox. Now it is a partial copy. How many people? 10 different usernames I can create. I told group of people can work. How many group of people can work? As you purchase 10 people can work on this. If you purchase 100 people can work on this. Right? Now, next. Now what do you want? These people developed. See, it's on paper, developer to developer pro, pro to partial, partial to, okay, full. But 90% we never follow it. Because it depends upon the customization level. Now it's not always a standard mark that you go to developer, then send it to developer pro. Then why do I go to developer pro? See, if I want to integrate, I'll go for developer pro. Entire functionality is developed by me only. Everything is available in my sandbox only. Then why should I send it to developer pro and deploy it? Now if part of the code is available in different sandboxes, now 4 different developers are working on the same module, and 4 of them have made different changes. I want to integrate them. Then I will go for developer pro. Now they told me to create one page and one class. I have done. I'm a sham. They asked me to create one page and one class. I created. Now it has nothing. No other person is working on this functionality. What will I do? Directly deploy from developer sandbox to production. Okay. Now whether we follow the structure or not depends upon level of customization and development. Suppose we are building a new functionality, new module. Probably from last 30 days we are building. 10 team member of 10 members are working on the same module. Then everybody is making different. Now at the end of the game, all should be integrated, joined. Then only I can deploy. You developed one page, I developed one page, somebody developed one page. Now we want these 3 pages to be joined and make some functionality. Then I will take developer sandboxes to pro. In the pro, I'll write remaining code to integrate this. In the developer pro, I will write remaining code to integrate all the 3 pages. Then I will deploy to production. So it is not always developer to pro, pro to partial, partial to production. It depends upon level of customization. Now I told you to disable one button. In the option, there is an option called create reports. Option is that. I ask you to disable it. Now will you send that, disable it, send it to developer pro and check it in the developer pro, partial copy, then full copy, then deploy. You just done a deploy, okay, disable off and checkbox. I did not do all the process again. I ask you to add one small button on the existing page. Then I will not go with developer pro, partial. I will go to developer pro. If multiple people are working on the same functionality, I need to join the code and build some, the same functionality, part of the functionality is built by a number of people. I want to take the code from different environments, join it and make a single functionality, then deploy to production. I will do this. This will really happen when it is a scratch level project. If you are building an application from zero, then this is the procedure generally followed. But here, 70% of the application is already there, exactly meeting your requirement. Only 30% of this functionality is there. And most of the applications you have to understand, most of them are support and enhancements. Right? When you take a legacy application, the major applications running on the Salesforce, almost 70 to 80% of insurance applications are running. Now banking is migrating, telecom is migrating, pharma applications are running. 70 to 80% of the insurance applications are on Salesforce now. You name it, CNA, Zurich, Honeywell, 24/7, AGLA. Okay, even our Indian company, what was that? Recently, they started implementing this. What was that insurance? Indian based company, health insurance. Right. Even there is a application, Lava. There is a Lava application, insurance for your graveyards. Booking your slot in the graveyard, there is an application started. It is also running on Salesforce. And automobile industry is running on Nissan application. Okay, I was a part of the team from the scratch when they started building this from the zero. I was there. Now Renault Nissan is using, BMW was using it, and ad management. A lot of, including your Amazon. Amazon itself is a cloud. The sales operation of the Amazon is entirely maintained by Salesforce. You try to make a payment on Amazon, you find the Salesforce screens. You try to book a slot, okay, space or software you try to purchase on Amazon, you get a Salesforce screens. Okay. Then major legacy applications are insurance and telecom. Insurance, telecom is migrating. Banking, they have started. From last 3 years, the banking started. But microfinance bankings are already started. Microfinance banks are already started. I was a part of Axis Bank application only 4 years back. I was, and your microfinance, Bajaj Finance, Capital First, all these are running. Probably when I'm explaining the projects, I'll be showing the screenshots of those. So microfinance, a lot of microfinance applications are running on this, and banking migrated, still getting migrated. Bank of America now migrating it already. From last 2 years, they are implementing it. So major legacy applications are insurance, telecom, and banking sector. These are the 3 major legacy applications which are migrating on Salesforce. Okay, and the largest application implemented on the Salesforce is a Coca-Cola. It was implemented for 11 different. Same application implemented for 11 different regions. Largest application. And highest customized application, maximum customized application is HCL application. Internal HCL application is the highest customized application for last 3 years. They keep on getting the same award. Right. So here, most of the applications are legacy. Now, what I want to convey here is most of the applications are legacy. The moment you say it is a legacy, now it is a support with enhancements. It's not scratch level development. Unless if they are migrating from some other technology to Salesforce. Unless they are migrating from some other technology to Salesforce, otherwise it will be, most of them will be maintenance come enhancements. Okay. And small scale applications, you know, they are running apart from the legacy. So most of the time, it is already 60 to 70% of the application is mapped. Remaining 30 to 40% only you are doing. So depends upon the level of your application enhancement, the process will be followed. We cannot give a global efficient. For interview purpose, it is a developer to developer pro to partial to full to production on paper exam. Right. I hope I am good with this. Clear? So how many people can log in on the developer pro depends upon how many licenses your already company has purchased. Now I should not purchase a license for this developer. If it depends upon how many already you purchase, those many access will be given to you. Right? So do I need to purchase a license for sandboxes? We will not purchase any licenses. Now you purchase one license also, sandboxes will come. You purchase one license, if I take enterprise edition with one license, you will get 25 developer sandbox, one partial copy. You purchase 1000 licenses, 25 developer sandbox with one partial copy sandbox. But if you purchase 100 licenses on partial copy, 100 people can log in. Got it? I hope you are good. So this is overall structure of basic environment what we had in the Salesforce. Then we'll see how to create our own environment, how to start working on this. I hope everybody is clear with the concepts what we covered. So what we had environments. So what we are going to purchase from Salesforce? Production. From the production, sandboxes are created. Who will create? Administrator will create the sandbox, give to the corresponding developer organization. They will log into the organization, they will develop it, they will deploy it. Okay. Now, who will deploy, who will process, that's too early point. Okay. Depends upon again company size. Not deviate the discussion to the complete application end-to-end implementation. Alright, at this level, you have a production, you have a sandbox. If you want the people to log in, they require a license. They require a license. What features you are going to get depends upon edition. Which cloud, which edition, which environment. I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? And each and everything will be,
question.
1 minute, Amma. 1 minute. Each and everything will be discussed in detail along with the topics. We just give a quick introduction on the topic to start up the discussion. I have to start the course, so I have just given a quick introduction. Every topic has a 1.5 hour session again down the line, where we are going to discuss phases. Right? I hope you are good with this. Yeah, go ahead with your query now.
Before moving to the next topic, like if I want, like in a company, like in IBM, if I join in middle of the project, so if they want to give me credentials, will they create a separate sandbox or will they give the credentials of one product?
This guy has a question. He said, I am working from IBM. In the middle of the project, they recruited me into the project. Okay, will they give a username password? Anybody who want to work on the application, you need to have a sandbox, you need to have a username password. Now, you are a user. If I want you to make any changes, if I want you to log in, make any development, if I want you to log in and make a development, obviously that I have to give a sandbox, right? I have to log in, I have to create a user for you, I have to give a sandbox, and I have to ask you to log into sandbox. You cannot make any development unless you log into sandbox. Sandbox will be created, will be given to you, you log into your sandbox and implement it. Or else, on the existing sandbox, they may modify the username and give you. Now, one of the employee left, I recruited into the same. I will not create one more sandbox, I'll create. I'll try to modify it because it's costing me. Now, I don't want to waste the number of sandbox for every user. I may delete the existing sandbox, create one more. Existing sandboxes I can delete. Once I create, I can delete. I have 25 at a time, 25 can run. Now you can delete some of them, you can create new. No issue. Right. Any other queries? Yes, ma'am.
Satish, I have one question.
Online 1 minute.
So I am learning Salesforce Administration now. So I will be the employee of ICICI Bank, but not IBM.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
So same team.
Now, see. Now the point here is, again, the moment you say administrator, there will not be a single administrator on the application. Depends upon the scale. Now you want to be a primary administrator, second level administrator, third level administrator. Now depends upon the organization. You see. Now people have to understand one quick point. I cannot decide who will be the employee. I can only decide what will be the roles. Now it all depends upon the size of your business. Okay, activity what they can perform, how frequent they have to interact, depends upon that they'll have it. Now I cannot decide this company will hire only these people. Now that depends upon the practicality. Now let us say Capital Info solution is there. On the Capital Info solution, I am only administrator, I am only developer. My entire application, I am only developer, I am only giving. Now you are using satishmaila.in site. I am only administrator, I am only developer. Now any modification you make, it takes time for me because I have developed it. I have used a lot of technologies. So I have developed it. Now you cannot call me admin or developer. I am the owner also. I am the owner of the company, I am the owner of the application, I have developed my own site, I developed my own, I am also administrating it. Now, depends upon the scope and size, it will be decided. We cannot give roles and responsibilities at this. When you are hiring, your roles and responsibilities will decide. No global definition for your roles and responsibilities. Simple funda boss, you are recruited in the company as a developer, as a project manager, you are recruited. It is a maintenance project. They ask you to do administrative work. Will you not do? Will you resign the company and go? You are a project manager. Let's say you are architect. You are architect. Now it is a maintenance project. Only 2 members are there. Now who will write the even HTML code and UI code? You are forced to sit and write. So roles and responsibility we cannot decide. Okay, that's on paper we can decide, but practically we cannot decide. Depends upon scope and size. Right. Yeah. Yes.
Satish, I mean, the last example which you are saying that the highest percentage, so based on your experience and you have mentored many people, so do you suggest that is there any percentage like that you should not exceed this much in sales point customization or like that?
100% customization can be done. I almost worked on 27 projects as of now. In my complete career, I worked on 27 Salesforce projects as of now as a full-time employee, and I was an architect on the Salesforce basically. So I almost worked on 27. Now it depends upon the size of the product. Now customization can be done up to 100%.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks.
Satish, regarding the sandbox, you said it can be deleted.
Yes.
So whatever work is done on the sandbox, can that be backed up or
no,
it's gone?
See, Now he has a question. If you delete a sandbox, whatever the work he has got will be deleted or will be available. See, before deleting the sandbox, if you find that this important code which is not yet committed, it is your responsibility to take a code. Once I delete, it's deleted. Now before you delete, you have to take a call whether to take a backup or not. If you want to take a backup, move the code from that sandbox to another sandbox, then you delete it. Okay. Now you are supposed to delete it. So prior to that, you should know whether things need to be backed up or not. Right. So practically, internally it will not be backed up. You have to manually do it, whatever you require. Yes. Any other query from classroom people?
Satish.
1 minute.
Satish.
Online, just give me some time. I'll push off the classroom people. Just give me some. Right. Any other queries from classroom? Any other queries from classroom people? No, it is Monday to Friday. I hope it is today is Friday, right? Right. Monday to Friday. Once until I start the integration lighting, it will be only Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday. Okay. So, any queries from the classroom people? Right. Your videos is uploaded to the site. If you already have a username, password, people who have completed the formalities, you can collect your username, password. You can collect your username, password. They'll be giving the username, password. You can access the videos from the site. I already uploaded the videos of last 3 sessions. Today's session also will be uploaded. You can access the videos. People who are already done with the formalities, you can go and register with the front desk people. They give the username, password. Or else you can collect it on Monday. Right? So that's all from my end from the classroom. See you all on Monday. Yes, online, go ahead, Amma.
In order to save code, normally you know about TFS and Zira and all those things, right? Where do we store this? Do we have any specific tool for Salesforce or?
It's an inbuilt, no, it's a framework, right? Inbuilt. Now,
suppose